everyone, my name's Leah Ingalls and I'm a Rotor Wing student here at SCU Aviation. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what a typical Rotor student would take with them on a flight. Alrighty, so first things first, you're going to need a flight bag. I typically just use a backpack like this one because I typically am taking a lot of study materials along with me. However, a lot of students will just use a simple small flight bag or a duffel bag on the side. In addition to that, there's a couple things that you're going to be required to have as well. So you're going to want a photo ID that is valid, and you're also going to want your student pilot certificate, which you could insert right here, as well as your current FAA medical, which you can get from your local aeronautical examiner. Okay, so in addition to those things, you're also going to need a logbook because there are some things that you are required to log when you're pursuing a certification. In addition to that, you'll need pens on the side. We also always have sunglasses with us because it does get bright in the cockpit, so that's helpful. We do have a lot of night flights as well, so if you can have a flashlight on you or a headlamp for those night flights that you're doing, preferably with red light capability so that it's not messing with your night vision, that's great as well. A few different resources that are also helpful that are sort of more general would just be a cell phone. So if you're ever in a situation where you need to call somebody, that can always be a good resource for you as well. And we always want to carry water with us as well. So I always bring my water bottle. Dehydration can affect pilots, and that can become a distraction in the air. So a few different actual books that you might want to have on hand is going to be your FAR AIM and your Pilot's Operating Handbook. So the FAR AIM is going to be your federal aviation regulations, and it's just all of the rules and regulations governing pilots. So very, very important to have access to that, either digitally or in book form. We also always carry our Pilot Operating Handbook. These are specific to each aircraft. So when you look at this, it'll tell you all of your emergency procedures as well as your limitations. Very important to have this. So of course, every pilot is going to need a headset. I have this pair of David Clark's right here, which is definitely your more affordable option. They work just fine. If you want something a little bit fancier and are willing to spend the money on it, you can also get a Bose headset. The only thing with these is you want to make sure that they work in helicopters, which means they would have a single point to them. Later down the road, a lot of instructors and pilots in their career will also get a helmet as well. So all of these things are very important for just starting out, having all of this with you. Once you finish your private pilot certification, you're also going to go into your IFR training, so flying in the clouds and by reference to your instruments. A few things that'll be helpful for you there is going to be a timer. You're also going to want to have a pair of foggles to simulate instrument conditions, and in addition to that, having an iPad on you to look at your approach plates is very helpful as well. A few additional resources that you don't necessarily need to take with you while you're flying. However, they're very, very helpful to have on hand, and you're going to need them for your ground training. So the first one of those is going to be the Pilot's Handbook of Aeronautical Knowledge, and that's just going to have a lot of great general information for new students. On top of that, you can also get the Helicopter Flying Handbook, and all of these are free on the FAA website. So feel free to download those even before you get here and start looking through them. All right, that's it for this video, you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with your friends.